Hey y'all, hey, it's Mel. And these are my wedding planning diaries, okay? This is what I wanted to do with my YouTube stuff anyway, with like wedding planning stuff. And then I'm gonna put like the really like BTS stuff on my Patreon link below, right? So if you follow me on the socials, you've been seeing me have this discourse about wedding vendors, okay? So I was like, you know what, this would be a really, really good YouTube video. So I'm gonna talk about it on YouTube so I can be a little more longer winded and kind of expound on my points a little bit. Because I'm, for some reason, getting whacked for this. And it's so funny to me because if you don't agree, just don't do it. Maybe, I don't know. And also, like, I'm very sarcastic and facetious. And I use hyperbole a lot in the way that I speak and I tell my stories. And people who are coming across my page for the first time think I'm being serious and I'm not. So that's also very funny. So I posted the other day about all the wedding expenses that I did not expect. Like, either I didn't expect them to cost money at all. Like, I didn't think the officiant would cost money. I don't know why. It just never crossed my mind because I never planned a wedding before. And then just some things I didn't know how expensive. Like, I didn't know cakes could get up to $1,200 or that flowers could cost $10,000 and stuff like that. And the people in the comments kept on telling me, like, well, don't tell them it's a wedding. Tell them it's a birthday party. Tell them it's an anniversary party. Tell them it's this and tell them it's that. And you can get stuff for cheaper. And I'm just like, well, no, I'm not doing that. And I was like, you know, I could possibly get sued for the things that I'm doing because with my vendors, I sign contracts. With my vendors, there's an agreement. And even when I planned my 30th birthday party, in those agreements, okay, this is for your 30th birthday party. This is the event. This is what we're doing. This is that. So if they're doing something for a 30th birthday party and they show up and it's a wedding, I was being deceitful on a document, and that is grounds for a lawsuit. And somebody was like, well, everybody's just so scared of getting sued. Well, yes, I don't think anybody wants to get sued. Sure, they got to win in court, but who wants to go? I don't want to take my day up going to court to try to prove whatever. So, yes. And it's like some people may not sue you, and that's fine. It depends on the kind of vendor you have. A vendor worth a damn is going to make you sign something, even if it is a cake. I signed something for the DJ. So it became a conversation of vendors, and people were like, well, you can't get sued. You can't do that. Depending on it, yes, you can. And on the low end, suing is high level. They may just cancel the service. They may beat you up. I don't know what these vendors are going to do, but I'm not going to stick around long enough to find out because I'm not doing that. So that was kind of my point. And, you know, the wedding vendors and the wedding industry girlies have been on my side. Thank you. And the girls who are also planning weddings like alongside me, they're agreeing. Thank you. Some people are like, well, I did it. Nothing happened. Well, congratulations. I don't know. I also just don't want that. One, from like a professional standpoint, that's unprofessional. And I pride myself on the relationships that I have with my vendors. If I'm getting married this year, but next year, the year after that, I may want to have a baby shower. Now I can't go rebook the same caterer because I lied the first time. And that's bad business. You get what I'm saying? Secondly, like, why would you want that kind of energy on your wedding? Like, why would you want to lie and bring that kind of juju? Again, we getting kind of woo-woo with it. Why would you want that energy at your wedding, like of deceit? And third, if it's not in my budget, it's not in my budget. If I can't pay for it, if I can't get it for free, if I can't work out a deal, if I can't finesse it, whatever, I don't need to have it, and I'm gonna move on. People want to, because I was talking about makeup, and somebody's like, oh, you know, there should be tiers. And I'm like, there are tiers. Like, my makeup artist had a different level. If you want me to just do your face, you want me to do it for a little bit, do it and stay around for a little bit. If you want me for the whole day, it's tiers to it. But if she charged $1,400 for the biggest package, and that's not in your budget, then don't get that. And I always talk about everything is not for you. And there's a girl who does makeup for $200 for your wedding, and she'll do it, but you got to do your research. Mama, let's research. Find the person that works for you. And if it's not your budget, girl, I'm getting married on a Friday because some stuff just not my budget. We getting married on a Friday. I ain't too good for a Friday wedding. So you just got to understand what is in your budget and what you can and cannot do without lying. You can find somebody in your budget that don't have a $1,200 wedding cake without lying about it. Again, I don't even like wedding cake. Every wedding I've been to, the cake is the least of my worries. So we weren't even really going to get a cake for real. We find somebody who does cakes, and I'm going to do a small cake and a snack table. Because I wasn't pressed, but I use that as an example. I think people really focused on the cake of it all. And I'm like, I'm not talking about cake. I'm talking about bigger stuff. The venue. You tell people it's Man-Man's 5th birthday party. We just going to have a Spider-Man cake. And they show up and it's a wedding. Now, why did you lie? The venue, you talk about the photographer. The photographer has to bring extra stuff. And my point was like, everybody's not price gouging and being predatory in their pricing. There are higher stakes for a wedding and different processes for a wedding that make it more expensive. Some people are price gouging, they're going to hell. But for a photographer, if you just shooting a party, you may bring a camera, you may bring a video, whatever. If it's a wedding, you need all the memory cards, you need the lighting, you need the microphones, you need this, you need that. The vendors need to prepare properly. Now they can't even give you the level of service that you want, because y'all be wanting to cut corners but want the wedding quality stuff. They can't even give you the proper product because you don't lie. And I'm not even trying to be a narc, like, oh, you told a lie, that's bad. It's not even that. If I want wedding quality service, that's what I'm going to book and that's what I'm going to pay for. And if I can't afford something, I'll go to somebody else. That's fine. Y'all not. And then so many people in my comments were just like, oh, well, I did it and it turned out fine. Well, I did it. And I'm just like, well, that's you. And if I go on that page and I see that wedding, it better be tea. And for the people who were saying that, I went on their page and the wedding wasn't tea. And I was like, well, there it is. The kind of events, again, my 30th birthday party was an event. Okay? It was an event. I was very proud of it. I took my time. I made stuff on Canva. I did this. I had branded pillows. I had a performance by Tiffany Evans because it's a 106 and Park themed party. So I was like, I need a performance. Somebody from 106 and Park got to come on the thing. I shot a music video. And again, within my means, because my homeboy did it. My homeboy did my video off the love because it was my birthday. Tiffany Evans, I emailed her, asked her rate. I could afford that. So I booked her. I asked B5, they never emailed me back. That's fine. But if they would have came back and said, oh, we need 20 bands, I'd have been like, oh, no, thank you. I can't do that. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, it's actually a retirement party. I'm not going to just move on. Some things. So in my wedding planning journey, I'm learning how I want to be with vendors and I want to maintain those good relationships with those vendors. And I want to have a level of professionalism with those vendors. And I'm also not doing anything myself. Like people were saying like, oh, go to Costco and get the flowers. Well, that requires me to put the flowers together and to put them up. I'm not doing that because you're also paying for the labor. That's a very important part because I was trying to get some people down on prices. I'm like, okay, well, I need to pay for labor. It's not even so much about just the thing. The labor to do the thing is what I'm also paying for. And these people got to eat. Like these small businesses have to eat. And they're not scamming you by charging you more for X, Y, and Z. They have to pay for these things as well. They have to pay for these materials. And again, not even talking about cake because eggs and flour and whatever else and vanilla those are the prices and it's still cake. But sometimes the cake got to be different for a wedding. But again, we're going to put cake over there. I'm not talking about cake. I'm talking about bigger level things. You know what I'm saying? For makeup, it's not just birthday makeup that you're doing. You got to withstand the whole day. You crying, you throwing up, you eating cake, you doing this, you doing it. The makeup, and if you want to touch up, I got my girl for the whole day and it costs. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to budget for that. I'm gonna have to budget for that. So you really have to think about all of these things when you're having a wedding. And again, you can cut all the corners you want for your wedding. That's fine. Don't invite me. Don't come to no event where you done told these people that it was a christening and they show up it was a wedding. Now they over here unplugging sternos and knocking over plates and stuff. I don't want to be there. Don't invite me to none of that. You just gotta know what kind of event you want to throw. So I've been learning a lot in my wedding planning journey. It's been very fun. My wedding planner is making this very easy. We meet weekly. She answers all my questions. If something's too high, I'll be like, nope, next. We're not doing that. Nope. Next. And that's kind of how the process works, right? And I got a wedding planner because I don't know a lot about the wedding industry. I know what's crazy and what's not. I know what I like and know what I don't like, but you got to kind of present stuff to me like, okay, okay. And that's really what she's been doing this whole time. And I really enjoy it. And my wedding isn't until the summer. So we're going to see how it turns out. So I ain't going to talk too much trash about other people's weddings because I don't know what's going to come out. I don't know, but it's going to be tea because I like things. Like, again, the caliber of birthday party, my engagement shoot, my bridesmaid proposal, y'all know how I get down. So I would never want to deceive the vendors that I'm going to need again. I'm not doing that. So yes, this has been an interesting, this has been so interesting. But if you want to, maybe you won't get sued and go to jail. Again, me saying go to jail, I was playing. I don't know. I was playing. But yeah, like maybe you won't get sued and that's fine. Even being sued aside, I just don't want to have that kind of energy in my day. Is that crazy? Like, I just feel like that's normal, right? I don't know. And if I can't afford something, I'm just going to pivot. Because trust me, the budget, weddings are so expensive already. And I have, managed to get some brand deals out of the wedding period. But and it's still high. And it's still expensive. And we still over budget. So it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But you just have to be within your means. And it shouldn't take, again, you don't have to lie to get something for cheap. You can just go to somebody else who will do the thing that you need in your budget. That's still nice. It's levels. It's levels to the things that you need. Cause I ain't having no dolphins at my wedding and fireworks coming out the ceiling and all. I'm not doing that. That's not in the budget. I'm gonna have what is my budget, and it's gonna be tea. And you just gotta work with that. So yeah, if you want more wedding planning content, I will be, doing it on here on YouTube. And then some BTS I will be doing on my Patreon. So please subscribe to the Patreon. Yeah. This is very fun. And y'all, thank y'all for the people who understood me. And my wedding planner was on my side. So, and the other wedding vendor girls were reposting it. So I feel, hey, I should have put my glasses on. Y'all would probably took me more serious if I had my glasses on. But whatever. All right. Bye.